Selamat datang ke Singapura, which means welcome to Singapore in our national language, which is Bahasa Melayu. In Singapore, we have 4 official languages: English, Mandarin, Bahasa Melayu, and Tamil. Apart from that, we also speak a variety of dialects as well. For the Chinese, dialects such as Cantonese, Hokkien, and Teochew. For the Malays, dialects such as Javanese, Boyanese, and Bugis. And for the Indians, dialects such as Malayalam, Gujarati, and even Hindi is spoken in Singapore. Alright, so in Singapore, our first language is English. That is a compulsory subject in schools. We will also have to take up a second language known as our mother tongue, mainly consisting of Mandarin, Malay, and Tamil. Now for those of us who have been in Singapore for a couple of days already, and if you have not tried out Singapore's public transportation, you might want to try out our MRT. MRT stands for the Mass Rapid Transit. This is basically our train station, easily accessible because all the directions are in English, so very easy to follow. Alternatively, you might even want to try out our public buses. We do have them in a double deck, single deck, long buses, and short buses. All our public buses in Singapore are air conditioned for the comfort of all passengers. Apart from being very affordable, this will be a whole new experience at the go. So for those of you who have not tried out Singapore's public transportation, you might want to give it a shot. Before we head down towards our smash-down point, I would be doing a mandatory safety briefing first. Life vests can be found underneath the seat. Please don't on the life vest in case of an emergency. There is a safety strap you will need to tie around your waist, just like a shoelace, as well as a whistle and a light to attract attention. In case of a fire, there are fire extinguishers located in front and at the back of the craft. In the event that we are stranded in the water, please do not attempt to jump overboard because I cannot swim. So even if you are an Olympic swimmer, we shall wait for the captain's announcement first. Exit doors can be found on your left as well as on your right. Alright guys and gentlemen. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go! Is everybody doing okay? Yes? Okay, very well. So today is a very beautiful day for sightseeing because the sun is up, shining brightly, and of course it is not a single bit cloudy. So this is the perfect time for many photographic opportunities. As you can see, we have 2 captains on board today. One of them is in charge of land, and the other one in charge of water. So just for your information, here at the Singapore Duck Tour, we have a total of 5 ducks, okay? 5 ducks. Each of them has different names. As you can see today, they are on board Darcy, so her name is called Darcy. If you want to spot any of the other ducks belonging to the Singapore Duck Tour, be sure to spot their names as well. They are located on the sides of the duck. We are now along the Marina Reservoir, and this is one of the 17 reservoirs found in Singapore. But this is the only reservoir found in the city. This Marina Reservoir has a total water catchment area of over 10,000 hectares, which makes up about 1/6 of Singapore's land area. This Marina Reservoir is also known as a mixed-use development because apart from supplying 10% of our water drinking supply, this reservoir is also used for many recreational activities such as dragon boating, kayaking, as well as canoeing. However, there is no swimming allowed in this reservoir. Why do we need to double up our land? Because Singapore is among the 20 smallest nations in the world, with a total land area of approximately 718 square kilometers. In fact, London is more than 2 times larger than Singapore. From east to west, we run approximately 47 km, and from north to south, approximately 25 km. So if you think about it, a professional marathoner can run from east to west in approximately 2 hours, provided there is no traffic. On your right over here, this is known as the 3-story F1 building, and this is home to the first street night race in the world since 2008. And this is known as the Singapore Formula One Grand Prix, which is usually held in September. This year, it was held on the 15th to the 17th of September. The Singapore Formula One Grand Prix is usually held on the 3rd week of September. So what you expect to find over here during this period is that the Marina Bay area is converted into a street circuit. Safety fences and barriers are set up to convert downtown into a street circuit. Apart from these safety fences and barriers, floodlights are installed around the circuit to simulate daylight. One interesting fact about these floodlights is that they are 4 times brighter than your regular stadium lights. The ticket for the Singapore Formula One Grand Prix, apart from the regular car races that you see over here, there are many events and performances. So for those of you who are music lovers, past year's artists who have performed over here since 2008 includes artists such as Mariah Carey as well as Beyonce. For this year's artists came down artists such as Ariana Grande, the Chainsmokers as well as One Republic came down to perform for the Singapore Formula One. So on your right over here, this observation view is known as the Singapore Flyer. If you are wondering what the height of the Singapore Flyer is, imagine 31 male giraffes stacked on top of each other. So that is the height of the Singapore Flyer, 165 meters tall. On a clear day from the top, you can see as far out as some Indonesian islands such as Batam and Bintan. But if you are even luckier, you may even see further up north towards Johor Bahru, Malaysia. Because on a clear day, from the top, there is a 45 km viewing radius of the open sea. Now my favorite time to go up to the Singapore Flyer is in the evening, where I can see the orange glow of the setting sun. So the view would be simply breathtaking. There are a total of 28 capsules which can fit 28 passengers at one time, and one revolution will take you approximately 30 minutes. These two dome-like structures on your left are known as the gardens. I'm sorry. But these two dome-like structures on your left are known as the gardens by the bay. They are sitting on prime real estate because they cost about 1 billion Singapore dollars to build in 2012. They are also nicknamed the 21st century urban jungle because of their temperature-controlled conservatory. The taller one over there is known as the cloud forest, and this is home to trees and plant species from the tropical montane regions of the world. So what you expect to find inside includes moisture-loving plants such as orchids as well as prehistoric plants. The larger one is known as the flower dome, and this is home to trees and plant species from the sub-Mediterranean regions of the world. So what you expect to find inside includes a 1,000-year-old olive tree as well as the California snake plant. Known as the California poppy plant in the warm blue. Entry to the conservatory and the sky bridges are chargeable, however the rest of the gardens are free. Now if you take a look at those purple colored trees over there, those are known as the super trees located at the super tree grove, ranging from the height of 25 to 50 meters tall. There are a total of 18 super trees. If you take a look at the tallest super tree over there is a restaurant nested right on the top of it. So please remember these two timings, 7:45 p.m. and 8:45 p.m. because there is a free light and sound show located at the Gardens by the Bay Daily, known as the Garden Rhapsody. From Sunset City where we came from earlier on, you will be accessible by crossing a few traffic lights before crossing this pedestrian bridge behind us over here. Alternatively, if you're taking the MRT or the Mass Rapid Transit, nearest MRT station to Gardens by the Bay would be Bayfront MRT via the Circle Line, so easily accessible. So guys, I should just repeat the two timings again, 7:45 p.m. and 8:45 p.m. for the free light and sound show located at the Gardens by the Bay Daily, known as the Garden Rhapsody. Each show would last approximately 15 minutes in one part. So wherever you saw the super trees were is the place where the light and sound show is going to be held at. Okay? We are now at the heart of Marina Bay, where we'll be making our way towards the Merlion Park before taking a U-turn back onto land. So we will have panoramic views of the city skyline at 360 degrees view of this beautiful skyline. We'll be talking about the attractions on the right first before talking about the attractions on the left, which includes the iconic Marina Bay Sands. On your right over here, this is known as the float at Marina Bay, on the Marina Bay floating platform, and this is home to the world's largest floating stage. This floating stage over here has the capability of holding the weight of over 900 people and 200 tons of stage props. This is also a popular place for the yearly New Year countdown, which falls on the 31st of December each year. So just a while ago, we celebrated Singapore's 52nd birthday over here, and this is known as the National Day or the National Day Parade. It falls on the 9th of August each year. The multicolored seats over there are known as the viewing deck, and they have a sitting capacity of over 30,000 people, which is perfect for large events and performances. But that floating stage over there is not used for any events or performances. It is often converted into a football field. On your right, once again, this tall cylindrical building is known as the Swiss Hotel in Stanford, and that was the tallest hotel in the world about 31 years ago. Today, it is the 19th tallest hotel in the world, standing at a height of approximately 226 meters tall, with more than 1,200 rooms. So that's when we realize that the world is constantly changing, and so is Singapore. On your right, once again, this art center is known as the Esplanade Theatres of the Bay. There are two ways to pronounce it: Esplanade that rhymes with lemonade, or Esplanade that rhymes with facade. Whichever way you pronounce it, it is fine by me. Some of my friends said that it looks like the eyes of a housefly, or even the cap of a microphone, just like this. But for most locals, we call this the durian. So for those of you who might be wondering what a durian is, a durian is a fruit which is native to Southeast Asia, noted for its formidable thorn-covered husk and a pungent aroma. The durian is also nicknamed the king of fruits because a large fruit can weigh up to 3 kilograms. So for those of you who are daring enough to try the durian in Singapore, which is considered a delicacy because of its pungent aroma, I would say give it a shot. Alright guys, we are now approaching the Merlion Park. The Merlion is a half-fish, half-lion mythical creature. For those of you who have your handphones and cameras, do stand by. Now people on this side, I suggest you take photographs of the Merlion first, and people on this side take photographs of Marina Bay Sands, because we are making a U-turn, and so everybody will be given equal opportunities. Thank you. This merlion over here is also known as the Mama Merlion because she stands at a height of over 8 meters tall and weighs about 70 tons. Now guys, if there is a mama, there must be a baby somewhere, right? If you take a look behind, facing the other direction, there is another baby merlion. And it is also nicknamed the cub, because the lion's baby is called the cub. So mama is about 8 meters, the baby is only 2 meters tall. It is facing the other direction behind the tree. Do we see the baby, guys? Just behind the tree. There are many trees, one of the trees behind, yeah. Guys, if there is a mama, there is a baby, there must be a papa too, right? The tallest or the largest merlion, also nicknamed the papa merlion, is located on the southern island of Sentosa. This papa merlion stands at a height of approximately 37 meters tall, so you can imagine around 8 stories high. As you can tell, the Merlion Park is a very popular place amongst locals and tourists alike to take photographs of this beautiful merlion. But of course, today we are on board the Singapore Duck Tours, so we would have a special view. On the right over here, this is known as the iconic Marina Bay Sands, and it is connected through 3 55-story hotel towers and joined at the top, which makes up the additional 2 stories. Total of 57 stories high, standing at a height of approximately 200 meters with more than 2,500 rooms. Right on top over there, it makes up the Marina Bay Sands Sky Park, and this is home to the world's longest elevated swimming pool, standing at a length of 150 meters long. Apart from the swimming pool, there is also a public observation deck which is chargeable to the public, a restaurant known as Sky on 57, as well as a nightclub known as They Love Me. The Marina Bay Sands is one of the 2 integrated resorts found in Singapore, the other one known as Resorts World Sentosa, located on the southern island of Sentosa. The Marina Bay Sands, apart from its hotel complex, there is also a casino, skating rink, as well as convention center. Now these 2 small structures in front of the Marina Bay Sands are known as the Crystal Pavilions, and they are modeled after ice shards. Ladies, I'm sure you are familiar with that brand over there. That is actually the largest Louis Vuitton boutique in Southeast Asia. For those of you who are interested in luxury goods or luxury brands who need not search further, the place to head to are the shops at the Marina Bay Sands. This white-color building with its stunning architecture is known as the Art Science Museum. That is also nicknamed the welcoming hand of Singapore because of its 10 finger-like extensions and lotus shapes. So it basically welcomes all of my friends to Singapore. Apart from its stunning architecture, there are also sustainability features around this museum. Rainwater is collected in the top portion of the building, channeled down the middle, and right down a reflecting pool on the first level of the building. This rainwater which is collected is used in the flush of the toilets in the Art Science Museum. Basically, you could call this sustainable living or eco-friendly living. But the Art Science Museum has its own permanent galleries and exhibitions. However, it mainly holds touring exhibitions for temporary museums around the world. Coming up in front of us, this is known as the Helix Bridge. It links Marina Center on the left to Marina Bay Sands on the right. There are 4 viewing platforms showcasing panoramic views of the city skyline. This is also a very popular place amongst locals and tourists alike to do some photography. However, if you were to come here at night, the bridge will be illuminated with lights to model after the human DNA, or the double helix, and hence the name Helix Bridge. And so, seeing our photographs, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please stand by your handphones and cameras, because I will be going around to help you take some photographs after we have crossed this bridge for a nicer view. I will be starting with the people in front, people making my way to the back, row by row. So everybody will be given a chance after we have crossed this bridge. Thank you. Very exclusive because of its close proximity to the city. My friend who actually does real estate told me that a 3-bedroom apartment over here could cost you anywhere from 3 million Singapore dollars. So I can only dream of living here. Alright guys, we'll be heading back out to land shortly, so just a gentle reminder, please be seated for the craft is going up. Thank you. For those of us who might be wondering what is coming up on the right, this area over here is known as the Singapore Sports Hub, and that dome-like structure is the National Stadium. Built in 2014, there is a retractable roof which opens in about 25 minutes and closes in about 25 minutes as well. As you can see, the roof is open at the moment, so that is the National Stadium. We are safely back on land. Now turning into Cornet Drive. The scenic green on your right is known as the padang, which literally translates to field in Malay. What you expect to find over here in the 1800s includes Europeans on cross-drawn carriages, as well as locals going about their communal activities. This was the place where both the rich and poor both gathered. One interesting fact about the padang is that it has remained at its natural state like this for more than 190 years. So that building over there that looks like a UFO, though it does not fly away and it does not revolve, that is known as the New Supreme Court building. The one in front with its green color dome is known as the Old Supreme Court. So New Supreme Court behind and the Old Supreme Court in front. Next to it, City Hall building, that was the place where Singapore was granted independence on the 9th of August 1965 after separating from neighboring Malaysia. Coming up in front of us, the Asian Civilization Museum, which of course mainly focuses on Asian art dating as far back to 2,500 years. Adjacent to it, the Victoria Theatre and the Victoria Memorial Hall, built in the 18th and early 1900s to commemorate the former Empress of India known as Queen Victoria. That statue over there is a statue of a modern founding father, a British man by the name of Sir Stamford Raffles, who came to Singapore in 1819. Coming up on your left, the outside of the old parliament. Just for your information, this is one of the oldest buildings in Singapore. It was built in the 1820s during the colonial period. As I mentioned earlier on, this was once the site of the old Supreme Court and City Hall building, but it has since been transformed into one of the world's largest contemporary visual arts museums, mainly focusing on Singaporean arts and Southeast Asian arts, dating back to the 19th century to present day. So this is actually known as the National Gallery of Singapore, which opened on the 24th of November 2015. On your left over here, this is known as the St. Andrew's Cathedral. This is one of the oldest and largest Anglican church found in Singapore. One interesting fact about the St. Andrew's Cathedral is that it is named after the patron saint of Scotland. If you were able to take a look at the top view of its main building, you might be surprised to find out that it is designed in a cross shape to model after the St. Andrew's cross. The St. Andrew's Cathedral is also one of the tallest cathedrals found outside of Europe and America, with its north steeple north tower standing at a height of approximately 69 meters tall. On your right over here, this is known as the Civilian War Memorial. This was built to commemorate the civilians who lost their lives from World War II from 1942 to 1945. A memorial service is held here every year on the 15th of February to mark the date the British Allied Forces fell into the hands of the Imperial Japanese Army. That monument over there is also nicknamed the Four Giant Chopsticks because it symbolizes the four major ethnic groups in Singapore: Chinese at 75%, Malays 13%, Indians 9%, and 3% of the minority descendants, which includes the Eurasians. Eurasians are a mixed heritage of European and Asian descent. Now peeking through your left over on that side, that is known as the Raffles Hotel. The Raffles Hotel was built in 1887 and owned by four Armenian brothers by the name of the Sarkis brothers. Apart from its stunning colonial architecture and world-class service, the Raffles Hotel is most famous for one thing, located at the Long Bar. And that is none other than the iconic Singapore Sling. So the Singapore Sling is a tropical drink which was concocted by a Singaporean bartender by the name of Mr. Nyam Tong Boon in 1915. This tropical drink was inspired by the plantations of 19th and early 20th century Singapore. So just for your information, the Singapore Sling contains Benedictine gin, sherry liqueur, grenadine, pineapple juice, lime juice, and Cointreau. But for those of you who do not consume alcohol, there is also a non-alcoholic version of this drink, known as the Virgin Sling, which is of course suitable for young children as well. On your right over here, this is known as the Central Business District. So these are where all the tall office buildings and skyscrapers are located at. I personally call this area the Wall Street of Singapore. Now inside, we are able to see the second tallest building in Singapore, and for those of you who are being blocked by the tree at the moment, as we move further in front, we might be able to catch a glimpse. So like I mentioned earlier on, inside we are able to see the second tallest building in Singapore, and that is the One Raffles Place building, standing at a height of 282 meters according to civil aviation safety requirements. Okay, so inside we are able to see the second tallest building in Singapore, One Raffles Place, 282 meters. It is the building with the trees on top. So Singapore's tallest building is 290 meters, and that is the Tanjong Pagar Centre. Okay, so Singapore's tallest building, 290 meters, Tanjong Pagar Centre. We are now at the heart of Sunset City, and Chinese geography has a lot to do with the architecture of Sunset City. Now basically, Sunset City is modeled after a left hand. There are 5 office towers which represent the fingers. Once you go further in front, we would be able to get a glimpse of the 5 office towers. Right in the middle, it is known as the palm. And in the palm is the world's largest water fountain, standing right in front of us over here. So that is the world's largest water fountain according to Guinness Book of Records, and it is none other than the Fountain of Wealth. Alright guys, we can see the 5 of this towers. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 over on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 being the shortest one. It's known as the thumb, okay? So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 being the shortest one is known as the thumb. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. At times, water is made to flow inwards, symbolizing wealth flowing into one's hand. So whenever my friends visit from overseas, I would always tell them to get to the Fountain of Wealth, take a coin, throw it inside, and make a wish. If you do have the time, be sure to head over to the heart of Sunset City to visit the Fountain of Wealth.